and that is as high as it is going to go. Welcome back to Vigor. It is your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of a JSS. I don't know if you all have watched my channel trailer, but there is a bit of meta that goes on this channel. I'm going to skip the overall channel because y'all are here for Vigor and not for anything else, I'm pretty sure. But there are two types of Vigor videos that I bring you all. The kind that, you know, I get a lot of kills in or whatever, and not much thought behind it, if anything. And then there are the kind that I enjoy the most. The mental battles. And before you ask, yes, I know how to play chess. But the kind of videos that show a new player that if they want to play like me, you know what I'm saying? If they want to play like me, then I take them, and some of my older viewers too, I take y'all through my thought process. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy these more, even though these are a bit of a, how can I put it? Gotta put more effort into them in terms of straight up commentary and try to remain on topic. But regardless, we're here on Descent. And I call this map Descent because I cannot pronounce the actual fucking name of the map. Now, things start off normal. You know what I'm saying? You descend on Descent, and everything seems fine. But then the first act happens. Somebody uses the detector. Now, even though you are not near the detector, even though nobody's near you, or so you think, it is still within your best interest to change directions when somebody uses the detector. Now right here, it could have been a misplay. It could have been, because I got detected near a comm station. If somebody's watching the map in the bottom of their screen for any kind of messages, they will put two and two together and realize that same dot that was on that map is now at a comm station. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm here near the tower. The tower was hit recently, but it wasn't that recent. Which means I should be able to traverse this area without much of a hassle. At least, or so I thought. Now, I keep walking, and I come to this little bridge area. I like to chill right here because I feel like this is a good area to catch just somebody random walking. But, you know, hindsight says you're not going to catch anybody walking through there. It's a death trap. It's the open. You're not going to catch anybody. So I descend further. Notice how this entire game, or this, well, not really game, but this map is just one huge walk down. Notice that door open, and I'm thinking, is somebody inside still? No, they're not. Okay, and now I'm at the tower area. That's fine by me. Go prone, check the map one more time, and I keep moving. Here's my advice to you all. Pull up the map real quick, but then keep moving immediately afterward. Almost like double tap the up button if you're using well, the up button on your D-pad. Because if you sit there and you stare at your map, you're making yourself a target. Try to take a mental screenshot of your map and have it in the back of your head, so you don't gotta keep flashing it up every like 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I do that. Because again, somebody uses the detector. Now again, I'm gonna make another somewhat misplay, and I'm gonna booby trap the airdrop. Now I say somewhat misplay because I'm being really predictable. If you see somebody near something that's really important, and all of a sudden that really important thing goes off, then chances are that dot is now at the thing that's really important. You know what I'm saying? But I don't make it too obvious what I'm doing. Instead, I'm going upward. Instead of heading... Wait a minute. I'm making it obvious as to what I'm doing. I'm going up to the time safe. But remember, you don't gotta walk directly toward what's important. You can take the scenic route. And the scenic route usually involves, you know, a bit longer pathing. But it's fine, because you may be able to catch or hear something or somebody being used or walking. Know what I'm saying? Now, I'm on a dam. I'm going to take the jammer. You never know. I might need it. And I'm going to look down. There's an advantage of being up here. And that advantage is you can look down on the entire map, basically. Well, more like 20% of the map, basically. But notice how quiet it's gotten. Usually, when a sweat hits the detector, you hear shots like 30 seconds afterward because they're hunting down the player that they detected. But nothing. Until now. Now look, here's what I'm thinking. The guy who hit the detector seen that there was nothing over here and he thinks this is safe. But notice how the container is on the way to the time safe. So I'm assuming at this point, that the container is already hit and it's already open and somebody already got good weapons out of it. And I don't want to run into anybody with good weapons in a dam. Because you see this corridor? Yeah, I don't want to get shot in it. There's no cover. You know what I'm saying? So I run up out of it. And now I'm back on top of the dam. And no, it's not because I don't know my way around a dam. But then that happens. So obviously, it's not the same person. It's not the same person. Because you can't make it from the time safe and back to the detector. Now that one button being pushed, it could have been a bait. It could have been a bait for me to go over there and try to find out what the fuck going on. But I didn't take it. Now let's say it is the same person that went over there and used the detector. They had to run for a long ass time. Long ass time. But I'm going to spoil it for you. I'm going to spoil it for you. You ready? Actually, you know what? I don't really got to spoil it for you. Because what you're about to see is a matter of death by sight. An audible wolf. Wait, no. An audible sheep in wolf's clothing. That raincoat hit the time safe button one time. Couldn't find a second one. Decided, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going for the weapons container. And I just so happened to be looking that way. That's how he died. But as you can clearly hear, that was an explosion. And another explosion. And another one. Those aren't mortar strikes. Either those are contact bombs or grenades. And somebody can only carry a max of 3 contact bombs or 2 grenades. So either somebody placed them, the bombs I mean, or somebody threw 2 grenades to try to kill somebody. They're on the other side of the map. I'm low-key not worried about it. Low-key. But Outlanders have legs. And legs have weapons. Well, no. Legs have arms and arms have weapons. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying not to worry about that. I think, as of right now, at the time of me playing this game, I think I'm in a hot zone. I think I'm in a danger zone. Because the 2 important things are right across from me. And it's nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump to get over here to this airdrop. And there are houses here. houses was second stories. Get what I'm saying? So this is why I'm treading lightly up here. And here's the bad thing about, you know, the game mechanics. You don't hear anybody sitting still, unless they're carrying a whole lot of stuff on them and you can hear them breathing. But right now, I could be getting watched. And I'm sorry, JSS, to try to get those chemicals, it didn't work out for me. Do you hear anybody in those houses? No? Now that was a particular misplay. I will admit that. I should have checked each and every one of those houses. And you'll see why in a minute. Now, this map, it's bright and it's open. But in some areas it's dark. And in some areas, like this house, it's sheltered with walls. So as you can see right here, I'm checking this house. I'm checking this house, but I notice it's not looted. Interesting. I don't loot it all the way because I decide to go for the airdrop, or go for the airdrop. Now, if anybody was here, I'd be dead. Right here. But there wasn't. So now, as you can see right there, my final objective is to escape. This is crazy. This is crazy. This match started off with, what, 8 people? I don't remember the exact count at the very beginning of the video. But it went from 8 people to confirmed 3. Myself, that one raincoat that I shot, and somebody who's using the detector. But then somebody else goes for the time safe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, they're actually across from me. Now I know what you're saying. They're too far to do anything. That may be true. But you never know, somebody was following him as well. Now let's see if they actually get the time safe. Let's see. And they have. So whoever hit that safe was experienced enough to know where the second button was. I want to say that's the guy who had all the ordnance at the very beginning. Well, no, not very beginning, but a bit before this moment right here. But none of that shit matters. Because no crows, no shots. I'm in here with 6 seconds to escape. 3 seconds, 1 second, and boom. You see, you can play this game multiple ways. Multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to play like me, you got to think about why people are doing the things that they're doing. Even though they may not affect you directly, if a sweat kills somebody, and then they go back and use a detector, and they find your ass near a comm station, and then you use said comm station, you effectively became, how can I put it? You effectively became a dot on their map, and you told them your location a second time, making it all the more easy for them to hunt down and kill you. Now, I want to say I got lucky. They spawned somewhere that was nowhere near me. I want to say that. But it's these kind of games that teach you, even though you don't get shot at, even though you killed somebody, it could have gone worse. It could have gone a lot worse. But I wanted to bring you all this video to show you how I think. You know what I'm saying? So if any of you actually really wanted to play like me, then, you know, my best advice I can give you is this. Think more than you shoot. And there you go. That's the radiation grenade plan and my shelter. I'll be sure to catch y'all in the next episode. Until next time, peace.